Good morning. I'm just out for a walk with my beautiful children, who have both just taken quite a tumble, one over the other. But I've seen something that I thought you might be interested in, so I've stopped briefly. This is hogweed. We've covered hogweed in bits and pieces that I've done before, but I don't think I've ever done a video to show the identifying features. So it's part of the Apiaceae family, which is the same as the hemlock water dropwort that we covered. So it does have some really quite poisonous members of this family. But hogweed, I think, is probably the easiest to identify. It's got these nice big broad leaves that are in lobes rather than separate pieces, at least partially. It doesn't look like very much else. The only thing that people worry about mixing it up with is giant hogweed, but giant hogweed you'd expect to be about 4 or 5 metres tall at this stage. It also has very different stems and much more aggressive, sharp, pointy looking leaves. So the stems on common hogweed, you can see they're a bit furry, this kind of gentle furry hair. They're green, all green, or they can be a bit purple. They can be completely purple or purple faded into the green, but they won't have what giant hogweed has, which, as well as much spikier hairs, is a mottling like true hemlock, like Iconium maculatum has, where it looks like something's been, like paint's been flicked on it. So it's got these big splodges of red on a green background. Common hogweed does have some issues in terms of, for some people and at some times of year, when you pick it, it can make you a bit photosensitive. So a lesser version of what giant hogweed does, I suppose. In that if you get the sap on your fingers and then you get them out in the sun, sometimes people have a reaction to that. So if you're picking on a sunny day, or anyway, just for your own peace of mind, you can use gloves, or you can use scissors or secateurs straight into a bag, or anything that protects you from getting the sap on your skin. I have always just done what I'm about to do now and nipped them off with my fingernails, and I've never had an issue, but that doesn't mean that you won't. So this is the part that I wanted to focus on today. They're just the sweetest. So this is just as it's about to flower. I have seen some hogweed in flower, but not here yet. And this is the flower head that's still enclosed in its beautiful little parcel. And it's like a little parcel of broccoli. It's one of the tastiest wild greens, I think. And you can blanch it, or you can steam it. I like to fry it off in a bit of butter afterwards because the flavour's just fantastic and it gives it a little bit of brown. But it's just one of the nicest wild greens that I know. I think that's probably all you need to know about it. It is relatively easy to identify, I think, and one of the most delicious things. If you have any questions, do post them in the comments to this. And if there's anything else you'd like me to cover, if you like this video, do subscribe to the YouTube channel. That makes a big difference to me. And if you're interested in our membership, we're on Patreon, and I post exclusive content there, recipes, videos, foraging stuff. We do live calls, all of that sort of thing. So if this is something you're interested in, that's all wild food, not just foraging, all real food rather, not just foraging. But it's something that I'm really enjoying, and I think that it would be beneficial to quite a lot of people if they're interested. Okay, I will see you later with a recipe, hopefully, for these lovely hogweed shoots, hogweed buds.